Thank you for joining me. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to wash and block a knitted garment. The purpose of washing and blocking is to even out your stitches and soften the yarn. It is equally applicable for anything you may have crocheted. I am creating this video primarily for my customers who have purchased my garments, but it will be equally useful to anyone learning how to wash and block. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to block your items. This is a baby hat and a pair of booties that I've knit for a customer. This still has a little bit of finishing work to do. This is an aviator hat pattern. I'll note the name of the pattern in the video, but my ends are woven in. All I have left to do is to sew 2 wooden buttons here to hold this little flap up, and then I'm going to sew a garment label here. But for now, that's after I finish blocking. I've also got a pair of booties. I did go ahead and seam one of them, and I thought for this one that I would wait and seam it up after I've washed and blocked it. So to have all of the necessary materials here, you're going to need a basin and of course your knit items that need to be washed and blocked. This is 100% Peruvian Highland wool. This is Wool of the Andes by Knit Picks, and it is hand wash and lay flat to dry only. I also have my wool wash here, and I've got a couple towels here that will be used when I'm getting rid of the excess water. So we begin by filling our basin with lukewarm water. You don't want it to be too hot. You don't really want it to be too cold either. But 2 things you want to avoid in washing and blocking wool that is pure non-superwash wool is you want to avoid heat and agitation. If you do, you will felt your pieces. So lukewarm water, we're going to begin by filling our basin. And I'm going to put a cap full of soap in the water. And I'm going to let that fill to the point that I want it before submerging my items. And that's enough water for these small items. So first, I'm going to gently put the hat in the water and just mash it down and let it get fully submerged. I'm not going to agitate it. I'm just submerging. And then first one booty and the other one. Now, I'm going to give this 20 minutes to soak, and then I'll be back. Okay, about 20 minutes have passed. So what we do is we return to our items, and we're going to remove them from the bath, from the wool soap bath. And this one has my thread that I'm going to use to seam this together. You want to gently squeeze any excess water from your item. You do not wring it. Just gently squeeze, and do that with all your items. Okay, and then you can pour your water out now. And then we're going to shift over here to our towels, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to lay our towel flat. And we have gently squeezed out the excess water. From our item. We're going to gently lay it flat. And that's with all of our items. And I'm just going to be demonstrating with the hat here. It's going to be the same principle for all of them. But what you're going to do is you're going to gently fold this up in a towel, and you're going to press out any excess water. And if you find it necessary, I have totally folded items up, like sweaters, up in a towel and laid them on the floor and stood on it to mash out the excess water. And usually some bulky items may require that process to be done more than once. So this small item, probably just once is going to be enough. Next, what we're going to do, for items like this that are three-dimensional in shape, you want to find a form that is similar to the shape of the item that you're blocking. So I have just an old canister of collagen that I was using. And I'm just going to put the little hat on top of that. I don't want it stretched out of shape. And I'm going to leave it like this until it dries. And then after that, after it's dried, then I'll return and I will sew on these two buttons and my garment label on the back.